Oh my gosh! Come over here! Are you seeing this? Look at this! It's enormous!
Mommy's doll. Alfie was playing with the doll his mother had left for him. The doll was supposed to be his sister's, but she and his mom had gone to a place where he can't go. Alfie's dad, Richard, who had just came back from work, saw Alfie playing with the doll. He barged into the room in anger, slammed the door went. "Why are you playing with this doll, Alfie?" Richard asked in a hard voice. "Didn't I tell you not to play with it?" Richard continued angrily. Richard snatched the doll from Alfie and kept it away. That night, when Richard slept, Alfie would sneak into his room. Creak! The door sounded as Alfie tiptoed inside and took back the doll. Alfie continued to play with the doll and asked it, "Why won't Dad let me play with you?" Alfie then acted back with the doll. In a smaller voice, he said, "Maybe he wants to forget Mom?" Alfie remembered his mom sewing the doll. She had promised him that he could play doll with his baby sister. Alfie also remembered that his dad was happy at the time, and he didn't mind that Alfie wanted to play with his sister and the doll. But one day, Mom and Dad had to go somewhere, and Dad came back alone and sad. He told Alfie that Mom and his baby sister went to heaven, and he can't follow them, and they couldn't come back. Since then, Dad wouldn't let Alfie play with the doll. He even put all of Mom's stuff in a box and put it away. Dad would also stay in his room and spend less time with Alfie. This made Alfie feel lonely. So Alfie would always play with the doll, and almost every day his dad would get mad at him for playing with the doll. One day, while Alfie was playing with the doll, Richard burst into his room again. But this time, he was very, very, very angry. "I thought I already told you not to play with this doll, Alfie. You're a boy, Alfie. You can't play with dolls anymore," Richard scolded as he tried to take the doll away from Alfie. But Alfie wouldn't budge. He held onto the doll tightly, screaming at his dad not to take it away. "No, Dad, no!" The two pulled the doll until they heard a loud rip, and the doll tore into two pieces. Upset, Alfie threw the doll's tattered pieces to the floor as he yelled, "I hate you! Why won't you let me play with Mom's doll? Why do you want to forget her?" And with that, Alfie stormed off into his room and locked himself in to cry. Richard held his half of the doll in his hand, feeling guilty. He spent the whole night trying to fix the doll and sew it back together. The next morning, Richard knocked on the door to Alfie's room. "Creak!" Alfie opened the door hesitantly. Richard gave Alfie the fixed-up doll and apologized. "Alfie, I'm so sorry. I don't want to forget Mom, and I don't want you to hate me." Alfie apologized too, his eyes tearing up. "I'm sorry too, Dad. I don't hate you." The two hugged each other, grateful that their fight was over. The two may have had their differences, but one thing is for sure, they would always have each other.